Hey, this is Paul Galvez, and I wanted to tell you about a new program that we're offering for buyers and sellers. Basically, a little bit of background. I've been selling houses for since I was 18 years old. I'm 48 now. And one thing I always hated, absolutely hated, was having to pay these high commissions to listing agents that basically listed the house, put a sign up, maybe put a few ads out. Back in the day, the internet wasn't around, so they did advertising. But I always felt they got way too much money for what they did. So there came a point where I started building homes, and at that point I just kind of chalked it up to cost of doing business, but I still hated paying those high fees. I worked with some agents that were doing, they would work with me and maybe sell a home for me for $5,000 to $8,000, flat type listing, but it was still a lot of money. So the next step was I got my wife to become an agent, get her license, and so therefore I basically cut out that cost and sold homes in that way. Well, and all the while I had considered getting my license, but I never did. Well, I actually started working with a couple of the top agents across the U.S., and I finally have decided to get my license, and only because we are starting a new program that is going to offer a full service listing for much, much less than anyone has ever done it before, and not take any of the service away. So just a brief overview of why you as a homeowner or a builder or anyone, investor that is selling homes, has to pay or is paying such a high rate is because you have these brokerages like Windermere, Century 21, Coldwell Banker, John L. Scott, depends on the area and the state you're in, but you have these big brokerage houses that their whole business model is based around having as many agents as they can, paying them a fee to be associated and be under their name. They have to pay them a monthly fee, they have to pay them technology fees, they have to pay them B&O taxes, they have to pay all these fees to be associated and hang their license, so to speak, under that brokerage's name. So when they list a home, they need to get 3% because the bottom line is they have such overhead to pay the middleman. So we decided to cut out the middleman. We decided to start our own brokerages that basically works directly with you, the buyer, the seller, the builder, the investor, but there is no middleman. We basically have everything in-house. We take care of everything ourselves. We don't have to pay franchise fees. We don't pay anything to these middlemen with these big name boutiques that have been around forever. And I guarantee you're going to fight tooth and nail to keep this from destroying their business model. But it's inevitable with the internet today. So basically we have two videos, one for buyers and one for sellers. So if you're a buyer and you're looking for a home, look at that video, and it outlines a plan where we will rebate up to 50% of the buyer's agent's commission back to you for using our agents. If you're a seller, we will basically list your home full service. Now again, this is not some flat fee listing where they do very minimal, they just put you in MLS and that's about it, where you got to pay for everything a la carte. This is a full 100% service that you would get from any other brokerage out there, and then a lot of times we actually provide more service than most of the other agents out there. So if you're a seller, look at that video and it will outline the program that we have. Depending on the scale of the home, the price, we give up to 70% back. Part of that goes back to, for referral fees, but basically you can get up to 70% back of the listing agent's commission for using our agents. So anyway, take a look at the video for the buyers and take a look at the video for the sellers. And if you have any questions, contact us. We have agents across the U.S. that will be happy to work with you with this new program we're rolling out. And you're sure to save a ton of money. We're talking thousands of dollars without losing any service in the process. And you don't have to do it by yourself. So thanks for watching, and take a look at the videos.